Ndipo chivaro cheucho.
Mazoe.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you how overrated Mazoe is? Oh, Mazoe is overrated.
Do you know what we can? It's not going to regret the record. There's no nonsense.
Nah, but it's because Burundi is a Mazoe.
Shaga tingra Mazoe na suda.
She exposed Shaki's cupboard today. She exposed her. I didn't have cupboard today.
Actually, it's war player song. It's been
Boys ku Zimbabwe. Tifare shit Monday. Gasiri behind it. From Koto to Harare. Ndipe Sadza. Move bad.
All right.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Sadza in the Morning, episode 11.
Episode 11, man.
Oh, yeah.
For another long week.
Whew.
An eventful week has actually just passed by.
It was popping. It was so much happened last week. I don't even know where to start. No, wait.
We need to do a recap.
Recap from last episode. Tinori the Bosho Isu.
Wait, I'd actually like us to start off by you guys apologizing for what you
For what?
Shaggy. Yeah. Smoke me some earphones. Can you two both apologize to me for what you guys were saying last week?
What were we saying last week?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, please.
No,
apologize.
Apologize for what?
You know what you did, what you said.
I would. You mean not necessarily
about the Power Ranger and about what was the other one about again?
No, but the guy with the perm or whatever.
Angaripo Masters of the Maze. Angaripo. It just so happened with this is that is a different.
That's not the show.
But my show ananzi Maze. Esamfirana Maze.
And is that make them the same show?
Unosakana uchionera TV nepa window kumba kwa mwana. Hauna nguva yekuremember what show inonzi shii. Unoremember important details. Show yainzi Masters of the Maze. Yenyi mimi yainzi Crystal Maze. Nguva yekuti differentiate.
What do you mean yenyi mimi as if it's something that happened in some areas? Crystal Maze. Okay, maybe it's because you guys don't understand. Could you teach anything about Crystal Maze?
Nope.
Do you understand what happens during Crystal Maze? That's the one when they play different games and they have to get the crystal.
Was it not cancelled? Was it not?
I don't think it was cancelled. I think it just ended on. It was old, and it had actually gone on for a long time.
Did the die guy?
I don't know. Oh no, I wasn't invested. Why is that funny?
I said did the die guy instead of did the guy die?
What?
I said did the die guy instead of did the guy die?
Oh. I didn't even realize that.
That's how you know what is. I stop thinking it's
what do you mean then?
Because when we said this was when we said there was
the owner's ball.
No, when we said he had PM, you were like what was the confidence after other people came out with other information?
What? Guys, play it back.
The Power Ranger that we watched. Youngest
none.
Yours.
Oh
my God. Version.
Oh my God.
Yema Power Ranger doesn't have a white Power Ranger because westernized. You don't atite zvarungu.
Yours doesn't exist.
Yours Mdagun's just with nonsense.
Sorry.
All I wanted was an apology. Just apologize.
Sorry.
For what? Sorry for what?
We want people that are gracious. Nice. Want people that are gracious.
For what?
Alright, so Flasher.
Anyway, yes.
Let's go to let's start with the international scene.
Wait, we finished our recap. Yeah.
No, the recap was the Crystal Maze thing, and then White Power Ranger.
There was some other stuff that people were saying we should have included. I feel like we said we haven't included everything. Because I don't know visionaries, remember?
Yeah, there was visionaries.
I don't know what some other funny ass.
The only thing that I remembered that I felt bad for forgetting was the majingos eba ZBC. Mombe mbiri na madonki mashani sevenza na moja.
Wait.
What should I
I know those.
Now we have to talk about the state of your room. Now it's because you can't find it.
Hold on.
Oh no, they are here. They are here.
Tell people the
Wait.
state. Tell people the state of your room. right now. Otherwise, we're going to
I was
expose you.
busy. I was busy.
They are here.
I was busy.
Man, you like me, fun.
Mombe mbiri na madongi mashanu. Sevenza na mutawia. Sevenza na mutawia. Sevenza na mutawia. Sevenza. A big June. Moving on to the international scene. Actually, now when we introduce a new segment, we need to read Zawosho for the new segment. For the new so international scene, what happened on the international scene?
It's actually seen Omarion.
Hey.
Omarion just the other day traveled to Namibia. Where was he in Namibia? Do you know? I just don't know where exactly.
It has to be the national capital city, right?
Yeah, I think
Somewhere in
the attendance was a bit on the low
No,
side.
but what I don't understand is how do you not know as a promoter could the show is? Can't you tell like from ticket sales? Could it so far only 5 people?
No, but the thing is, you can't. For example, there's people that can come and pay at the venue.
No, but like in terms of proportion, you have a 60,000 or 30,000 venue, and pre-show you've sold 5 tickets. What's the percentage of FOMO that you're accounting for? Like, FOMO is wild, but like not that. Like
No, but to be honest, it's because half of these artists think they can now start coming to African countries when they washed.
also the problem that I've noticed with international artists is they don't promote the show on their own.
What?
Like
They don't rate us. They don't see
No,
us.
like you go on their page and there is no talk about the show. There is no not even the poster of the show. Like it's almost as if you're taking the like my name is enough. But like I feel like
Well, if your name is Migos, then it's enough. Look at what Migos did in SA.
but like exactly I think Omarion at some point was like that, but not anymore. Like 10 years into the game.
Omarion was never like that. He was like that when he was with B2K. When he was with B2K, Omarion can come
I got a nice box where my heart
Otherwise,
used to.
Otherwise, by himself, Omarion cannot be.
I'm so cold. Yours.
I don't know.
No,
what
that
it
was.
is. Yours. I don't know what type of drugs yours have been taking. Today.
Nick was at a boys' school. It was weird to do my visual for other men.
We had girls there.
No, at the other school, ka.
What other school?
Peter House girls, ka. So, but
Peter House girls, Peter House boys, Peter House girls. Peter House girls is a girls' school. It was our girls' school.
Nick, that's another conversation.
Tangati now, guys.
Mamusina. That's the conclusion here. But Migos in SA.
Yes.
Apparently it was. There were mixed feelings at the beginning, but apparently the Jobbik show.
It was dope.
It was dope.
Yeah.
No, don't say it was dope. Like don't put some.
You said apparently, and I'm finishing off your sentence.
You no apparently too. Don't say it was dope. Like Wangoriko. Like your dope was too first hand. First. Don't say it was dope. Like this Tandri tears we were together here.
Your sentence. I was finishing your sentence.
What was said about the show?
What was said about it? Well, I wasn't there.
There was a lot of
I heard it was a good show.
skirt. No, apparently, no, I was seeing through.
If you listen to Migos' music,
Yeah, I know that was dope. Shout out to Vivi Hill. Shout out to Lee Chance. Those are the 2 people that I know
who did what?
that were at the Migos show. Those
Really?
yeah.
I know quite a few people that were.
Oh snap! There's an incident that I saw in Grigini. There was somebody who had their girlfriend was on somebody's shoulder. I guess of my foods. I'm trying to
I shall not comment on that.
because.
I'm not commenting.
Let's actually, you can speak in third person.
No, I'm not
I
going to
want
comment
to
on that.
understand, as a man,
I'm not going
how
to
do
comment
you
on
allow that to happen? Why are you not commenting on that?
I'm not commenting on that.
Do you Unema shares
No.
in the story?
No.
Were they your shoulders? Why? Why are you not commenting?
I just don't. Yeah, Shaman. What's
Right,
your problem?
but
What's your problem? I
No,
don't
but
want to rap about that. Period.
I saw that. I was like,
Well, what did you think?
No, that was embarrassing as fuck. No.
Hey, but if you can't carry your girlfriend, there's nothing wrong with letting your boy, put it on your shoulders.
That's my entire argument. Because kana msikana wako achisimuzwa uripo kwa kana usipo. Because you've given them the leeway.
So she can see the stage.
If that was my thing. That was my thing. If Inini, that show was announced 5 months prior to.
If you are dating a bigger girl than you are, and you are,
we've spoken about this. Could I don't date? We've spoken about this. This is not a hypothetical.
For example, they
will never.
Then what are you gonna do? Then mess up more.
No, but that's where I want to come to. If I'm dating someone who's bigger than me, Andy, what I'm going to do is work hard 3 months before the show and buy my seats right by the stage. No one's going to be lifted. If I can't lift you, no one is lifting you. Or what they look like.
What do you mean?
Do you know how to give a massage?
Like this.
Roughly, yeah.
I don't know how to give a massage. But if I don't know how to give a massage,
you're not getting a massage. You're not getting a massage.
You can't use that example, guys. Massage.
It's the same principle. It's the same principle. Because you can come to me and say,
you have someone at a concert. You're lifting up someone at
we
a
could have
concert.
stayed at home
where are
and
her legs? Where are her legs?
It doesn't matter where her legs are. Man. You think people are thinking about that at that moment?
Anyway, we are talking about a fine ass woman. We are talking about a fine specimen. On your
Let me get.
What are these? Those are my earmuffs.
If your friend, if you have a taller, I don't know. I don't know what to say anyway. I can't.
I know if these are the things that you
defend. But anyway.
Nah.
Massage
Nah.
If we're
Don't zvotangira.
you're at a concert, people are not thinking about jingles and stuff.
What?
Stage.
Nick, at a concert, don't do my phone. Like it's all about where your priorities lie.
You know what? Okay, fine. Why are we even talking about this anyway?
No, it just happened. I just remembered because I saw that. I just remembered. I was like,
Because at
I will not comment on that.
Her legs are around another man's head.
and you know, she's going ska, and she's skirting in between you and Ingrid, and she's telling you.
And this dude is probably rubbing her thighs
Like, she to keep a balance, and they all beside, lift like even you get nah.
Like I said before,
Nah.
I don't know what type of drugs you're taking. I don't know what type of drugs you're taking.
Mess.
That's not happening.
That nigga is not living.
That's not happening.
You guys are just a bunch of insecure little boys.
What?
Aiwa, Mira, ndinotoita kanari woma insecurities acho now. I have them. I will own them. Proudly insecure.
Little boys.
Aiwa, mas. Not even good answer. I'm begging them.
If you guys were tall, would you complain as guys? It makes sense. Because if you were tall, then it would be one of those like, okay, why didn't I put it on my shoulders? But if you're not tall and your friend is tall,
our girlfriends should kill us.
I don't know why you guys are involved in this if we were tall argument.
What do you mean?
It's irrelevant.
Muri too. It's back to out. But it's out in the if we were tall.
What are you trying to say?
I'm taller than both of you.
You're taller than both of us, but you're not tall. Nah. Let's say for example, 2 meters is tall. And even if I'm 1 meter 50.
What is?
No, it's an example. If 2 meters is tall and I'm a meter 50 and you're a meter 60, you can't be all up in my face talking about hey, you're short. I don't know how tall I am. What do you wait? What are you? 1.7. So I have to.
1.7.
So I have to be like at least 1.74.
When it comes to How?
Why are we acting like we don't have topics to discuss? Garafas. Garafas.
Like I'm saying, yours aren't even tall. Get out of here.
This episode is going.
That's because we're short.
Wait,
Our women should be carried.
it's no, but it doesn't matter, man. Still, it doesn't.
If you're tall at the concert,
Move forward.
you don't talk about
It's almost as if it's almost as if we're not drinking. We're drinking alcohol.
But you're not tall.
We
are short. Taste it.
All right,
Shit.
so what else happened at the Migos show? There was that scandal with the South African ladies. Apparently, somebody was cheating on someone.
Yeah.
Takona and Cardi B, Wachiti single, and then hours later she was like back in there.
Back in the
But
day.
like
that's the craziness of women that I don't trust.
she's engaged now. She's engaged now to Offset. Skr.
Yes. The boy Offset.
Did you watch the
proposed?
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I saw it.
What did you think of the proposal?
Bro. You know it's tricky.
Yeah. Unokwanisa kusa auto-tune iri pa iye yangu. Let's do it.
Tonga Misha is all the time.
Tofana kuisa.
Let me dilute this.
He basically said, yeah.
Let me dilute this trash juice.
Pamuromo chaivo.
I respect him as always.
In fact, I've changed my mind. Mazoe is not even overrated. It's just trash.
But uri kutomwa zvekuti ugute baba. Apo autogla chiri chechi3.
I'm thirsty, bro. I'm thirsty. Yours, you're making me shout and stuff.
Hazvi zvekuti ugute ka.
I'm thirsty. Man.
Kungomwa kuti tiri.
We're talking about the proposal. Oh,
you
like,
think?
what would you? Okay, I for me it was a bit tricky, bro, because look, he proposed in front of how many people? How many thousands of people were there?
Nah, several thousands.
Over 40,000.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's always a tricky situation as far as I'm concerned. You know, proposing in public and proposing in private are very interesting. You know,
Dynamics.
two different interesting dynamics. Exactly. You know, like, what would you prefer?
Obviously,
Let's just say you finally decided to settle down. Finally decided to settle
dude,
down.
there's so many things that could go wrong at a proposal, though. Several things that could go wrong at a proposal.
Well, are we talking about a private one or a public one?
No, any. Just a proposal. Before you even decide where to have it, there are so many things that could go wrong. The biggest thing being she could say no. So you have to have yourself covered in the off chance that she says no. So it's best to have it in private. Also, my thinking about public proposal is that they are lazy, Sha. They are just too lazy. Like they are just too lazy.
No, hold up.
There's no thought, boys about public proposal. Like, okay,
give
it yeah, green. Give it yeah.
You're offset.
Yeah, offset. And mid ad-lib, that guy is like, I have a ring in my pocket.
Yeah, okay, fine. It's lazy, yes. I get it. But there's certain ways that you can do it publicly.
If it's John Legend playing that piano and saying
And then he proposes.
and then mid song,
So that's fine.
I'm saying not that it's fine. It's better than saying kuseri kwa kune moto kwevu ari kuti yep ska kuseri kuna munhu achizara ningrini crowd mune munhu akagarisa musikana wemumwe munhu pamapfudzi and then you say, will you marry me? Like there's just too many things that I wouldn't want to remember when I tell this story. Like, I don't do it because it seems like.
Oh, but either way, dude.
It seems
Listen.
like an ad lib.
At the end of the day, right? You're trying to get married, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to get engaged. Well, at this time, you're getting engaged to this person. I need. So at the end of the day, it's you can put that ring, you can figure that ring up, right? That's basically what we're getting at. So whether it's private or public.
No, but it's about the story though.
Dusim was actually doing engagements, like one knee type of thing.
Vanhu kunotsamura.
What do you mean on it? No, sir.
Ndova nenguva yeko. Kuzasuko kunongonzwa kona tete vako. Kuzasuko munhu anongotora jacket rako. Panozoya munhu anongotora jacket, anongotora hood. Paunozoya zotora haudzokera kuti. Ndio? Ndimunete. No,
I'd love to believe there's some good hood romance.
Not.
There.
Did you watch that video? I don't know if it was Zimbabwe. Him face like a proposal, take away so like wasn't.
And then the girl
The girl just ran away.
Yeah.
She ran.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, listen. If you're gonna make a public proposal, right, you have to be at a certain stage.
Also,
Exactly. So
Like if you know that she's going to say
if
it.
you're already at that stage, what's the whole will you marry me thing? You already know you're gonna get married.
You have to say it. What do you mean? Why should I be? Because let's get married.
Yeah.
No.
If you're already at that stage.
No.
Don't want to be.
By that stage. Hey, when I say that stage, when I say that stage, it's like you guys have been dating and like you've been talking about marriage and children and all that nonsense, right? So you know, for example, like she's been pushing you to step up. And like this is something that you both know.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, she knows that you're putting in extra hours at work to get that ring that matters. You understand? That's the situation whereby by the time you propose, it's gonna be a yes.
Yeah. Do the ring thing.
What do you mean? Why do you have to do the ring?
Why not? Do you want it to be honest?
What did I say?
It's not a Zim thing. It's not an African thing.
To be honest, it's not a Zim thing. Like it's not a bad thing to adopt.
What's not a Zim thing?
Engagement.
I'll say
Engagement.
It's a white wedding.
No,
it's not an African thing.
Maybe engagement. The engagement bit is not. It's not Zimbabwe. It's not common enough. Because what happens in the Zimbabwean tradition is you tell your girlfriend, baby, and what they consider engagement, baby, plan, and then your family meets like the tete meet the panel discussion posted to a date and then they pay the rusambu. That's what they call the engagement when you pay the money, and then the wedding now officiates things. But kunemuna asina marino kwana that thing, that road and whatnot is actually enough for the girl to move on to your house or wherever you stay. You get that was the substitute, but because DSTV, because every series you're going up and too much.
Okay, fine. So if you say the engagement ring is not traditional, yes, I get that. Yes.
But it's not a bad thing to adopt. It's cool if you have the funds to participate, if you have the but it's not an ingredient kuti you be catch attitude. Why is it?
Yours magaja is yours.
Spend
that money.
What money? That's the thing. What money? I'm trying.
Can we move on from this?
I'm trying to find.
We move on from this whole engagement thing, bro, because it's like, oh yeah, Stan and Olinda engaged. Holla.
Stan and Titan.
No, sorry. Olinda and Titan are engaged.
It's the love work.
My bad.
Is there something in
Yeah.
I'm starting to think so. I'm starting to.
Putting this up few.
Titan and Olinda.
Titan
avafunga kukandwa pakishe.
So Titan. So I know, right? So Titan. Titan. Hey, what's Titan's real name?
Titan.
It's like international something. It's like international something, isn't it?
No.
What's Titan's real name? Oh, what's Titan's real name, man? I'm gonna say that. WhatsApp group mania, man. What's your name?
It's probably Titan. Oh, there is a one.
It's probably like Trashy.
As in Jabulo. Jabulo something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything about it.
No, but like I'm getting.
That was being very rude last time.
I'm getting conflicting. Some people are saying it's a what is it? A public charadaro.
Just like a
public. But
publicity
I don't get that part.
It's a publicity stunt.
I don't get that beat. How could it be a publicity stunt though?
What do you mean?
To what end? No, like to what? Can someone explain? If someone explains to me, what does Titan get out of this? That you won't get out of working hard. If he just worked hard, something that he doesn't get. That's what I'm trying to get.
Music, guys.
That my publicity stunt. Anashanda papashi. Like you know the Jay-Z and Ningrini.
Yeah,
when they want that's when a publicity. It's Zim, bruh.
Yeah, it's a publicity stunt for Facebook. Nay.
To what end? Like, if it's bringing a major endorsement from Econet,
From who?
or from, that's what I'm saying. Which so far, it's been a very
it
long
makes no
drawn
sense.
publicity stunt that has no fruits or whatever.
I guess so.
Mangwana makusentonzwa chinza nshaka kudana na maitsamba. To what end? What? No, but no, I'm trying to get it like that's literally the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
She's somebody who's in as much as
I
Olinda
guess
has
there's
money.
money somehow.
No,
There has to be money somehow.
the money in what? Titan
I
was
know the money
already
is.
Titan was already going to the UK and
For
before,
what?
like to perform Mukoko and whatnot, like before Olinda. No, but I'm saying kuti inzwa, like if he just work hard, like harder than he was already working, and
but you know zakuti kwenda ku UK kwakasiyana ka.
I wouldn't do that for what I've seen so far. That's what I'm saying. So far, if you're not dropping models that genius, if you're not getting those kind of deals, publicity stunt doesn't make sense to me. If you're not having, or if you're not paying business class for all your friends, it doesn't make sense to me, Baba.
But you know, hey, but listen, you know how? Okay, I don't know who it was who said it, but someone commented on it, and they were talking about how the wedding is going to be like a live thing, like a pay-per-view item, whereby you like subscribe and you can actually watch the wedding
For South Africans.
via subscription. What do you mean for anyone?
No, I mean,
So that's maybe you know why they're doing this.
there's several things.
But why would you tie the knot just for?
No, that's what I'm saying. Kudi. There's several things that don't make sense. It's like
At the
there's-
same time, Melinda actually fell in love in Astana. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Fungwadza against them both. I say sometimes.
Hey.
Doesn't make sense.
But still, interested that after no kanateta and karam. I'm there. No, but hey, is Stana also engaged?
Stana. Tazweta Cash Records.
As in Stana, I want to be roasted.
He said he wants to be roasted.
I want
That's
to
like should be roasting for a bit.
I
I think we should roast Stana for a little bit, you know, or just like talk about.
don't know
Stana,
what
just
I
the
don't know.
theme
I don't
around
know.
him.
I don't know what I
And
would
his
say
girl,
about
Dion.
Stana.
How old is Dion?
I had 18, 20.
What?
There, boy. That's what I had. Mungo wako Shaki, you should be telling us these things.
I don't know these things.
Vunzamu WhatsApp group. How many times do I have to tell you
I'm
to
not
ask a WhatsApp group?
in a
Actually,
WhatsApp.
Shaki, what happened between Stana and what's his face?
The Twitter thing, Stana and Mudo.
Hey,
The Twitter confrontation, in quotes.
about what?
Chichika.
Mudo posted a picture of him speaking, addressing some students. They could use it or something.
As in lecture.
Because I'm the only hip hop artist who gets called up to speak to address students. Man, my masters, my PhD or something. And then he said hashtag influence. So Stana came on the tweet and he said, and then Mudo responded like, stay out of this, my brother, you wouldn't understand. And then Stana replied saying, I could also talk international tours, but that's beyond your understanding as well.
Kumama kutunisa
Who said what?
Zim hip hop.
It's my factions, guy. Your faction, yeah. Do you remember Stana? Snoza Stana na Sandra Ndewela, vanambosiyana.
I don't even know who Sandra Ndewela is.
Sandra Ndewela is.
Whoever's going to edit the podcast.
Like,
What?
Oh my God,
First of all,
you guys are so amazing. You know who she is. Wow.
Sandra
Wow.
Ndewela. Sandra Ndewela.
first of all, you disrespect my soul.
And now you're disrespecting
Fuck Bazoe.
Sandra
Fuck Bazoe.
Sandra
Our
Ndewela.
very own.
Sandra Ndewela is a national treasure.
Do it.
What
Remember my
did she
days?
do?
Remember my days? Aitwa mabira, magala. Kwanza Simon mzenda gala,
Mzee
chichi
Bira,
mzee bira, what? That would broadcast on Independence Gala,
Unity
whatnot.
Gala.
These were done
So
live
many
on
galas.
ZBC, right?
You probably didn't watch it.
Sandra Ndewele was a live performer, the one
So she's
woman
an
who
artist.
redefined dancing in
Like,
Zim.
I think we are not beside Beyonce. Who knows that Beyonce?
You know what
Sasha
Beyonce?
Fierce.
Sasha Fierce.
Wait a minute. What's her name?
Sandra Ndewele. And Sandy.
Doesn't she have this one performance article like Germany or something silly like this?
It's
Like
so
that,
amazing.
something
Yo, unomzira kugerman.
I'm trying to make you understand.
Paglanis.
I'm trying to so that we can agree. So we can agree, Gane.
We most probably don't remember the German performance because there's by YouTube.
I remember Germany. Yeah, there was a performance in Germany that I saw once. My brother showed it to me. So I think it's the same person.
But she's a dancer. She's Aitamba just kuzha pass like she.
How old is the one that you're talking about?
It's very old. It's a very old video. No, not very, very old.
Chances
like
are.
back in the days of early color screen type.
How do you not know? Sandy.
And she would be dancing and green. Achikushika pass. Doing splits, 180s and whatnot
One time she actually cracked her
under
legs.
on stage for the nation, Baba. For the nation.
I'm
National
sure
heroine.
Bev has done better.
No, but
No one is Zulu. Sandy was there before, babe.
Wait. Daniel got that.
That's Bev.
Okay.
That's Bev. Bev is
What
the.
do you want to say? I think you speak more than I do.
I want to say who got a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm saying with Stana and Sandandevela. Because Stana also his origins. Aikushika. You remember video Angoni Kambarami?
Yeah, he used to
Vuma.
Be, used to be a dancer for.
If you look for.
Stan used to be a dancer.
Yeah. Anakachitambira murodhi anakachitambira murodhi in that video. Vuma.
It's just one thing, you know. He used to be a dancer, and now he's.
No,
I just
no,
don't
that
see him. I don't see him as a dancer. But that one is just old.
no, the Stana is the epitome of forgetting where you came from.
Yeah.
Of what?
Forgetting. Kuita kuireza.
I got Bagubi
Yeah.
That's one way of looking at it. You could call it setting new levels or something.
It's setting new levels.
Oh, yeah, I think it's funny how if you look at Stana, right? Stana, like, we know he's old. Like, we know he's old. But he looks just a bit older than, like, what he really is. You get it? How old is Stana?
40.
He's not.
40 something.
Over 30.
I mean, if he's 40, he probably looks like he's like 41.
Maybe 36, 37.
No, he's 40.
Can't be 40.
Stana is 40.
Are you sure?
I'm serious. I remember somebody did the calculation like 3 weeks ago.
I said my calculations. 1980.
I don't know.
Ask
I
him.
just know a guy who used to go to school with him by PE. I think it was the same class. And that guy is about 37.
Yeah, but Prince
I'm not
Edward,
sure. He could
my
be 40.
Prince Edward years are
He
very.
could be 40.
Makore
My Prince are very, very shady. Yeah. Very, very shady.
They will say once a group na David.
Oh, and those ones are cut. No, it's not even.
Unozati
It's not even.
Stana ndiye kuramba pa TV. I will never respect him for that.
Nah, wait. Hey, what did Bukelo say? I think that's what just. Since that day, I don't think Sun has been the same. I don't think he's been the same. What did Bukelo? What did Bukelo say about Sun at that time again?
I know. I just remember her kissing her new man.
Did she say I have no one left for me at home or something?
Yeah, something like Amastana was wearing t-shirt and vote for Bukelo. I was like, life is rough. Life I know. No. Life is tough. No, no.
No. Stana hasn't been the same.
No,
since
Stana has been through a lot. Actually,
now he's got.
I think
he's
the
got a
nation,
teenage girlfriend.
the nation. Hey,
Are you sure Dion is a teenager?
I think she's the early 20s. That's what I know.
Because like apparently the only reason why Dion is pregnant is because DJ Towers can't conceive.
We are never going to be invited to a for sure.
But if Stana actually does have a roast, we should actually we should actually apply to be a part of it. Just so we have our own 3 minutes. You can go tell us some nonsense.
I think in Niga to that a good thing. Because then I'm going to pull up footage from way. That was Stana has made some terrible decisions in life, but like this brings me to another important topic. Where's my worship? New topic. There's this trend and trolling. Internet trolls. People But it's not even funny trolling. Like, you remember, like, when
plain rude.
like, it's just plain rude. Like, people going out of their way. You could end up internet.
Don't give a specific example, which I would tell you.
Nah, no, I won't give people that much attention.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it's nah.
No, I feel like, you know, it depends, because, like, you know, they can be trolling Yongo Sek, you know, like Yongo Sek is a type thing. For example, when you post that burger, Raga Ruma Rere. But you didn't have a knife, so instead you put the item. Like, we were trolling you. You get that? Like,
and it was in good fun.
Yeah, like, and
none of it was
feel like
malicious.
Trolling really works when the person being trolled is okay with. Like, for example, they're not.
It's not
getting
even
angry or mad.
That's the thing. If it's proper trolling, even if you can see the humor in it, like how we speak to Shaki, we talk about Zim hip hop. That's trolling. Okay, it's not meant to be offensive. It's not meant to go beyond that. It's back and forth banter.
Yeah,
and
it's a haha moment.
It's a haha moment. It's not a ndaku to address my issues angu to address na Shaki through Ningrin. I can't take an issue ukuthi ndaona chance ukuthi okay, people are laughing at Nick about such and such, and then I bring up issues from grade 3. No. Also, the other thing is that with trolling, some people don't even like it if you're not in their space like that. Like, I can take trolling because how can I explain? No, I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I'm trying to find the perfect analogy to explain why it's easier for me to college. But when it's other people now, you can't come from Kuseru to come troll them, because first of all, this is your first interaction with this person. You can't start off patrolling. We've never had a hi, even on social media. Because on social media, almost everyone is a stranger, but they are stranger. Like, we've never had an interaction, we've never had a good morning, we've never had a chi, and you're coming to me to talk about come on, mate. Come on.
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like okay, we're just gonna talk about what, like, just trolling and bullying in general. You know.
Yeah.
For me, as far as I'm concerned, you know, it's proper trolling, right? When, for example, I know you're trolling me, but for me to not laugh, I'm just trying to pretend like
exactly.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
Because that's what trolling is. It's funny to you and me. You get what
exactly.
I'm saying?
We are both in on the joke.
Exactly. It's not a situation whereby you are
one
literally
side,
it's
making fun at the expense
making fun at the expense of something else. And also, like, another thing is, like, when people start to bring in personal issues, like with something,
we can't be on social media and then
now
you bring up my father.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it just
bring up my
sense.
ambui.
It doesn't make sense. And I guess the first.
But you troll other people's fathers.
Who?
A politician.
No, those people steal money. Steal money. No, that's a different. There's a different sphere altogether. Those people troll us.
Did you see how Chombo signed off? And why am I saying his name? Did you see how Cisco signed off? Did you see how Cisco signed off for the cars? Zema cheese and stuff.
Sure.
Well, I was so hacked, dog. I was so.
Sure.
This on is already. I thought Tanga the Macarena, I'm done.
I know.
He's really signed.
Yo, what kind of cars did they get?
Isuzus. Well, I think it was trucks. I saw it said something about Isuzu.
Like a double cab?
I didn't see the pictures. I haven't seen anything.
Wow.
And you know, I really don't like reading Zim news on the weekend. It makes no sense.
Do you know that apparently you know that car assembly? You know that car assembly in Mutare that make you don't know, there's a Quest.
No.
There's a Quest in Mutare that assembles cars. right? You know, Anonzima Froton.
Yeah.
Those are locally assembled cars,
Yes.
right?
I've seen the billboards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they were the
Corner second and
like by that biography.
There's no point in telling me that.
Like there's so there was an argument. People were saying, why not all government cars? Why not make them cheap? Localized items, and we assemble our stuff from cheap. The money stays inside, right? So there was an argument, the back and forth.
You have to buy the parts from outside.
No, they still, but like the process now, you create employment, you create chichichi. It's an ingredient. So apparently, the army some years ago they went to the car assembly. Was like, yo, give us 6 cars so that we can sample these cars. And then they were given 6 cars, and they sampled the cars. Like, these cars are nice. And then they went and ordered those same cars from Japan. they ordered 300.
Wow.
They ordered 300 Frotons from Japan. They use it's not even like
That's crazy.
we have people that are intentionally bent on making this nation cry just for Ningrini. Owana Ningrini Fadzai was arrested yesterday, actually.
What's emotion?
At a soccer tournament.
You know that Public Order and Security Act? POSA.
But didn't she apply for that?
Even if you applied, we can't let you young niggas think you can get away with this. We have to make an example. Because it's a statement. That's how it's a statement. Even if you applied and have 7 papers, you applied for each football player to be there. We have to make a statement so that the next person knows. Doesn't even get the idea. You can't even have a braai at your house and discuss politics. It was so. Actually, if there's anyone from the security forces who's listening to this, Shaki is in the corridor, Nick is outside in the box. We are not together because they don't like that. Man, Zimbabwe is, I know Zimbabwe is too much, man.
And Kandoro doesn't even have political jokes in some of his things.
I don't. No, we don't. We don't do that. We don't do that.
We're not even trying to encourage young people to register.
We are not. Why?
Why would you do
Why would you do that? Are you not happy with the current economic climate? Are you not? Are you not getting $7 cashback?
Can you not confuse the people?
Are you not withdrawing from EcoCash the 30%?
Are you not happy?
Are you not happy?
Let's not confuse the youthies. But the second phase of the Blitz starts today. Today is the 29th. Yeah. Second phase of the Blitz actually started today. There's new locations that have opened up for you guys to go and register.
Yeah.
Please.
Go out in your number, your national
your
ID, your passport. They are not accepting driver's licenses.
Yep, I know that. I went there and didn't driver's license. But you know what's so whack about it? They actually let you do the process. Like, fill up the parako chichichi, restemp kapanze. And I went inside. Line. It's when I sat down there, pulled up my drivers. They were like, we need your passport. I was like, Scram, I didn't go and do that. Did by entrance. I would have made a plan.
That's Zimbabwe.
But because of exactly. But anyway, so take your passports, guys. Passport or ID,
national ID.
license,
If you don't have what's it called, proof of residence, they will like there's a
there's a form that you sign.
There's a VR9, and then it will be certified.
What's a VR9?
That's the thing that they're using as DAD in place of proof of residence.
Yeah, just made me sign some.
That's that. The VR9 form. And then man, there's a lot that happened. We might not have discussed it all. But as always, guys, yes, the official hashtag. If you're talking about the episode, if you're talking about the podcast, the official hashtag is Sadza in the AM pod. Sadza in the AM pod. So please just whenever you're commenting about the podcast, please use the hashtag so that we can now collate all the comments together and we get the feedback back into the podcast. Then that's a doper.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Tinosvisvina. Chirungu ichi.
Please, my nigga.
Yangu ema shoutouts.
I'm going to use these words in some of my podcasts.
Of course.
Yangu ema shoutouts. Do you have shoutouts? Who's your crush of the week?
Yeah. Can we just take things one
No,
step at a time?
who's your crush of the week?
Can we just take things one step at a time? Let's start with the shoutouts and then I'll think about my crush.
Shoutouts. Man. Kuna shout out to Taku. Shout out to Nyate. Jenna. Mr. Chambisha. Shout out to my brother Fresco. Zanos. Hey, shout out to Tatenda Gutu. Shout out to Josie. Shout out to Ruvarashe in the diaspora. Shout out to Ndara Sipo. Shout out to Zawana. Shout out to Tatenda. Shout out to Zico. Tafaranashi. My guy. Tino and Miji. Kapu Epatio. Shout out to Taku. Shout out to Kuda. Taku and Kuda actually celebrated 3 years together.
Oh, wow.
3 years, my guy.
Wow, congratulations.
No, yeah. That's
What's your longest relationship?
So no fight yourself. So
Hey,
what?
just answer the question.
What's your longest?
Don't ask about me.
Nice.
What's
Shout
your
out
longest
to
relationship?
shout out to Keith. Shout out to Coco Rosa. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Figo Sekas. My guy Lewis. Shout out to C Chick. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Who is 10X. Oof. Nah, my shout outs. Who do you want to shout out to? Shout out to Tandi Muringa. Ish, Tandi was at a wedding. Tandaganaka. No, Tandaganaka.
Oh, can you just shoot your shot repeated, bro? Does she actually have a man, right?
I think she does. There's actually some news and I can't not fat. It's actually quite serious.
That she's engaged or something.
I don't want to talk about it.
She's pregnant? Don't worry, my guy. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, she was looking quite beautiful.
We need to add Michelle from Australia.
Yeah.
Special shout out to you. She recently put us on to some of her white friends, but she said she has to explain most of the stuff that we talk about.
Keep explaining, girl.
Yeah, you
keep explaining.
You do your fine. Ooh, shout out to Kuda from ZFM. Still working on that gym. We see you.
Hey.
We see you working that fine.
Shout out to Kiki in South Africa. Shout out to Drissy Parker. Drissy Parker. Shout out to his girlfriend, Linda.
Where are you shouting out to Linda?
I like her. She's funny.
You like her?
No, she's funny.
I know
that's
watch yourself, boy.
That's my guru.
Shout out Lindy. Shout out to mom's kuti mambo tipoka my free beers. And she knows what I'm talking about.
Why don't we discuss this stuff on this? Man, that has been Sadza in the morning. Shout out to you guys. Let's keep registering to vote. Let's create a better Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. It's up to us, guys. December is coming up.
What's there going to do anything?
December is coming up. So there's December is coming out. So before we get into the hype of December being December, let's get the priorities out of the way. So you do your registering before.
If you don't vote,
exactly.
you have to clean your next.
Murguti murgusha. Mushashaisis.
Makadini muri right there. Ndiwe unofira mic here. Shabini for the night. Saka ndinonzi ice, but you can call me Mr. Ndipe Sadza. Ukaona hari yangu unofira.